Welcome to Strange Antiquities. In this game, we are the thaumaturge's apprentice, which means we are a specialized magic user who focuses on practical applications of magic. It means we study objects that may look innocent and harmless, but are in fact very powerful, some even dangerous. All of this takes place in the town of Undermere, where the townsfolk need occult objects for their arcane needs. You'd think we could just happily do our job and that be it. But unfortunately, there is a sickness in this town and strange events plague the townspeople. If worst comes to worst, we might be forced to take action. Can we figure out what's going on, but also help the people with the objects they need and ultimately save this town from impending doom? Welcome to Strange Antiquities. I thought maybe it is fun to, for once, do something else, something new. I'm just recording this. I don't know when I'm gonna post this exactly, if it's gonna be like a weekly thing or just gonna post it in between games. But I wanted to try it out and see. So let's start. I don't know anything about the game though, so I hope they explain it. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Sounds ominous. The ravens were an omen. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. They are very loud. Day 1, Thursday. Alright, so playing around with the sound and music a bit, so I hope that that's okay. What can I do over here? I think I have to ring the bell. Oh, I can do stuff. Can I move it? Oh, I can. Eli. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. That's not nice. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. What is that? There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. I'm definitely gonna do that. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Okay. Use arrow keys to navigate. So does this go here where I want to read it? Inspect. Strange artifacts, a guide to occult objects. Contents. So I don't know what any of this means. But I think that I'm gonna need it at one point, right? When it means something to me. So not right now. I can pet the cat. Why do I want to ring the bell? Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I am a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish, or Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter spoon. Use on items to inspect them. I'm trying to, but it doesn't work. So hunter spoon, what is that? A hunter spoon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Alright, so that means I have that here somewhere. Like, what's this? Move the cursor of different parts of the object to inspect it. So I have to give that to him, I think, but I don't know what any of it is. I need to give him something, but I don't know what. Power, it says. What about this? Use. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On close inspection it gives a sensation of power. Alright. Do you want that? Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. You can add labels to items while inspecting them using. Alright. Yeah, I get that, but I don't know. Cool and smooth. Blue glass. Color blue. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that though. Next one. I still have it, so. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. Until the shadow hold will draw it out. A shadow hold. What is that? A shadow hold or oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. So that is what I need to look for, the design. Is that this? Soft sound. That's not it. This maybe? Oh, I think it's this. This must be it. Oh, it feels lighter. Wait, what did it look like? Yeah, that's it, definitely. Oh, that was the item I'm looking for. I should slow down and think this through more carefully. Oh! Wait, what about this? Maybe this. Identified. Shadow hold. The item is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Sunbond. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly. And made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. So, there's an auto-labeling option in the settings. Yeah, I want to do that. How do I do that? Turn it on. So this is shadow hold. Color, I don't know. That's fine. This is tiger's tooth. Oops. Is that how you write it? Alright, next one. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Well, I don't think it's never a good day to be the sort to believe in dark omens. Thank you. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. So now I have that letter. What am I gonna do with that? Oh wait. You went too fast for me. I want an Arsik ring. Arsik. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Sounds to me like he wants something with the snake thingy. Arsik ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchen, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Korchen's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. The serpent goddess. Right, so what looks like a snake? I don't know. I think this. Let's try it. Identified. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Does that mean that this is updating? I think it is, right? I don't see it though. Alright, next I guess. Don't know how long I have to do this. Oh, this changed. What's this? The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Kernonos might help me put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. I don't know what that is. Let's look at this, because I haven't. Oh, cool, so I get like who they are. So this is the ornithologist. I don't even know what a person does. Like that. Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species, or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. About the cat. Devourer of souls. I thought this was just a normal cat. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. Well, aren't all cats? His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does in his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Alright, I'm gonna find a voice of Canons for you. The name is used to refer to any bronze dog that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Canonus is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Isn't this a stag? Is this just a plant? What can I do with that? Oh, what did the cat do? All right. Expecting it to smell worse than it does. Quite unpleasant, with its flesh grim. I don't even remember what he wanted. This isn't a stag, this is a goat. Wait, let me read that again. Bronze it needs to be? So what is this bronze? This is bronze. Maybe this is it. Let's try. No, it's wrong. This is also a puzzle. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing though. Where's that spider going? Something goes here like a flower. How can I zoom out? Oh. So something bronze. This isn't it. This isn't bronze, this is clay. This is though. You could try. That is it, apparently. I don't know why. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Canonis in the sketch. Oh, I didn't even see that. Alright, thank you. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. I can end my day. But before I do that... Oh, I do have a drawer. Cool. I want to look at... This doesn't fit here, no. I don't think any of it fits. Maybe I need to make a combination with the flower and this thingy. Possibly. That is funny though. What's this? I have a magnifying glass. You can use shift to bring up a magnifying glass. Thanks. Atomic fields. All atomic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a atomic lens. A diurnal field pattern? These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Let's explore. Wait, I can go places! That is cool. This is where I am. Right back where I started. Oh, now I can't explore anymore. Apparently. Alright. What's this? Undermere, 1868. This is the map again. Alright, well, that was my chance to explore. What I wanted to do is read these things. Oh, visits day 1, and this here it shows what he said to me. You? The thaumaturge, Eli White. Oh, this is the man who left me in charge and he wasn't sure he should. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, he is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. And this is what he said to me. And the other ones, I don't have them yet. So let's end today. Oh, we can still explore though. Do we want to do that? Oh, this is just text. The quarry on the outskirts of Undermere is a relatively recent addition to the town. It was opened by a man named Thomas Pope. That's the guy who was just here, just over a decade ago, and has been in daily operation ever since, supplying limestone for use in construction across the county and beyond. So exploring just gives me an explanation of everything. Alright, let's end today and see what happens. Why not? Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.